Hey tribe, and welcome back to the channel. Running is a mental sport, and we're here to motivate you to help you fight that up and down emotion of comparing yourself to other runners. With running, you are the equipment and everything falls on you. So give yourself permission to focus on the positive and rather than the negative, and use that to steer yourself in succeeding your goal. On this channel, we talk about all things running and fitness related. So be sure to subscribe to be part of the tribe because we post 2 videos a week, and that's on Thursdays and Saturdays. Our goal is to motivate you to become a stronger runner and to inspire you on your fitness lifestyle. So let's get started with the common racing fears running have and how to defeat it. Enter a race untrained. So don't focus on the training that you did not do, instead of focusing on what training you was able to do. So it might mean that you need to edit whatever your goal was. Instead of trying to get a PR, say you want to finish that race. Fear of falling apart mid-race. So during your race, don't focus on your performance, just focus on the atmosphere in the race itself and just running. You want to focus on run and get into that finish line. So you could also be using mantra to get you to that finish line. So right here on the Scully Twins channel, we actually have our runner's mantra, and you could definitely use that while you're on that race course. Fear of missing a PR. So don't go and race, always think about, I need to get a PR. No matter how you have ran that race, what you need to focus on what you have learned from running that race. That will help prepare you for that next race of how to get better. Fear of failure. Now we all have goals when we go into a race, and just focus on what you did accomplish in your goals. Like if you were going to train it, just focus on what you successfully did in those goals and just go from there. I'm too fat to start running. Now, running is a sport that a lot of people use to lose weight. So you will not be alone in running. All running comes in all shapes and sizes. I am not built for running. Now, this is something you will see a lot for beginner runners, but just go out there and run. People will laugh at me. So if you are very concerned about people staring at you or judging you, then you might want to grab a running partner, like grab a friend or a family member and have them run with you, or just join a local running group. And if needed, you could run early morning or early evening or late evening actually, and that would be less people out to judge you. Running will ruin my knees. So running itself don't exactly ruin your knees. It's the way that we run that ruin our knees. So definitely be checking, do you have that proper running form? And there's plenty of videos right here on YouTube that can help you with that. Afraid that you would not be able to finish a long run. So it's most common amongst runners that is starting out to do long runs, especially half marathon, 10Ks and such. So you want to be focusing on building up that mileage rather than just jumping right in that long run. You also could be trying out the run and walk method. Now we definitely have a video right here on the Scully Twins channel about the run and walk method. You can check that video up top here to help you to be able to endure that long runs. I have to use the bathroom. So this is something that will occur in runners that doing long runs and make they sometimes feel nervous about that bathroom. So you definitely want to make sure you're releasing your bladder before you go out on your run. And if you have some type of, this also be a concern for some people with some type of urinary or conditions, but just make sure you do enter that bathroom or run around routes that have bathrooms available, like a public restroom, like either a public park or some type of store. And then in some areas, you probably also want to bring some coins for those public restrooms, and definitely have some type of emergency kit with you that will have some wipes, some hand sanitizer, and pads or tampons for women. running will hurt. Now, most likely running will hurt. So especially doing some hill running up and down. So the next day you sometimes will feel pain, but it's something that you have to deal with. But definitely know when to take a rest day and when to relax your body from running. So that might mean that you might need to take it off a recovery day. Check out our video about rest days and recovery days. We have two separate videos on those two topics to help you to know when to recover. So let's focus on how to defeat your common racing fears. If you have fear of hitting the wall, then practice proper fueling and try to monitor your pace. And definitely check our video on how to fuel on long runs, on tips on how to fuel during your race. If you have fear of hills, then try to practice on hills. And do know it's only a small percentage of your race. If you have fear of not finishing your race, then you want to make sure that you are starting slow, so therefore that you don't burn yourself out. You want to pace yourself, and if you have to, definitely try the run walk method. And definitely check our channel for the video of how to do the run walk method to give you more tools to be able to do that. Now try to practice positive mantra and self-talk to get you through your race. And stop calling yourself a slow runner or jogger. Instead, embrace yourself. Embrace this run that you are doing because you are doing it. When you show up to your race, do know that you had trained for it and you are ready. But do not expect a PR if you have not trained for one. Now, all runs will not be your best. So therefore, at races, you always have another race to redeem yourself. And do know that there will be runners that always will be faster than you. Try to visualize your run and just go out there and run and try to have fun. Now, the running communities are usually friendly and no one will laugh at you. If you are looking to increase your distance, and you don't know how to do it or you don't feel confident about it, then try to go to other runners that have done that distance to get advice, and also congratulate yourself for having the courage to do it. But do keep in mind for beginner runners that starting out or those runners that are trying to increase the distance, that you want to give your body time to adapt to those new mileage. Now try to control only what you can control, like your pace, your form, or your mileage. And don't be afraid of your pre-race jitters. Sometimes it could be a good thing because it could cause you to be more focused and even perform better. Now you want to make sure you are trained in all weather conditions because usually race directors will not cancel a race due to bad weather. So be prepared to run in those conditions. And listen to your body. If you're afraid of runner's trot, which means pooping while you're out on your run, then try to be mindful of what you're eating before you go out for your run, like coffee, tea, fiber, and try to make sure you eat your breakfast or your food at least 90 minutes before you go out on your run and before race day. Now, definitely check our video on why runners poop to get more insight on that. Now, try to lessen your drinking intake before your run to lessen the chance of you having to urinate while you're out on your run. Fear and doubt is natural, but we want to take this time to rewire our brain because everyone was a beginner at one time. Our body is built to run. Don't be afraid of running. Everybody starts somewhere, so why can't not be you? And we believe in you. Let us go out there and let's do it and defeat our common racing fears. We cannot wait to see you on our next video. Until we see you next time, bye-bye.